Well, Carlos, South Carolina is going for a piece of history, trying to become just the 5th program to ever complete their season with an undefeated record. But the team that stands in their way is the same team that sent them packing just a season ago. The Iowa Hawkeyes. It's a rematch, a year in the making, on what is the grandest stage of them all. But this is a new year, and while the matchup may be the same, the teams, they are totally different. For the Gamecocks, it's 5 new starters and an entire bench full of young talent where any single player can step up at any given moment. It's looking great, guys. Welcome to Music City, home of the 2024 SEC Conference Championship Tournament, where the South Carolina Gamecocks are back in the quarterfinals for the first time since 2019, getting ready to face the Auburn Tigers, a team that blew them out down in the Plains by 40 points just over a month ago. But a lot can change over the course of a month, and the Gamecocks have been playing some of their best basketball down the stretch.
Our Chase Justice has witnessed history over the last few weeks covering the South Carolina team. He joins us now live from Cleveland. Chase, the build-up to Sunday's game is tremendous.
It sure is, Julia. And here's something else that's pretty tremendous. Over the course of the last 80 games, South Carolina holds a record of 79-1. Consistently one of the top teams in the entire sport year in and year out. But that one loss coming to Iowa in last season's Final Four. It's not every day you get a second chance at history, but that's exactly what the Gamecocks will get Sunday afternoon. A shot at redemption. The big day is finally here. We are just hours out from a Final Four matchup between the South Carolina Gamecocks and the NC State Wolfpack. That game will be coming to you tonight at 7 p.m. I'll have more on the X's and O's later on this afternoon, but right now I want you guys to check out a pretty cool fan experience event, a trip to Tourneytown as you want to call it.
Our Chase Justice is live in Cleveland with the latest tonight. Hey, Chase.
Hey, Mark, only 2 hours separate us from South Carolina's Final Four matchup against the NC State Wolfpack. And while this is a familiar position for the Gamecocks, their 4th Final Four appearance in the past 4 seasons, this is only the 2nd time in program history that the Wolfpack have made it to this point in the tournament. The doors are getting ready to open here at PPG Paints Arena, where the South Carolina Gamecocks will be game number 2 on today's docket in Pittsburgh, getting ready to face the Oregon Ducks in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. For the Gamecocks, the message is clear. They come into this matchup feeling loose and relaxed in what will be their first tournament appearance since 2017. The message from coaches and players is to treat this matchup like it's any other game, honing in on their defense, taking smart shots, and letting their play on the court do the talking. The countdown to tip-off is on here at MVP Arena in beautiful upstate New York, where the South Carolina Gamecocks prepare to face the Indiana Hoosiers in the Sweet 16 round of the NCAA tournament. Now, you know what they say about being in New York. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And this Gamecocks team has adopted that New York state of mind as they return to a very familiar position in the NCAA tournament. The 2nd straight year, they'll enter the Sweet 16 with a perfect undefeated record. It's not every day you get to catch up with a legend of the game. ESPN's very own Carolyn Peck, a player turned coach in the SEC turned analyst at the worldwide leader of sports, sharing her thoughts on Dawn Staley's latest undefeated team that now sits just 2 wins away from a national championship. Now, while these Gamecocks may be a young bunch, they have 3 players on the current roster that were also a part of that 2022 national championship winning team. 2 of those girls, Camila Cardoso and Raven Johnson, have a connection some 10 years in the making. Bread and butter, as they like to call it, and that relationship is shining through both on and off the court for this Gamecocks team.
I am the butter, she's the bread. I'm the butter because I always give her the ball, and I find her, she's the bread because she finishes it, and she always, make the layup.
The South Carolina Gamecocks have far exceeded expectations in 2024. With a team full of fresh faces and budding stars, filled with limitless potential.
Drives, floats, finishes, plus the foul.
2 mainstays have a connection nearly a decade in the making.
We have a really good chemistry. We played together for 8 years, guys.
I just know where her sweet spots are, and I know where she likes the ball. And Camila has grown a lot, so I think she has developed her game, and I'm so excited for her because, this is just the beginning for her.
Dating back to when Cardoso was just 15 years old, moving across the globe from Brazil to Chattanooga, Tennessee, looking to better her basketball career in the States. Landing on the FBC United AAU basketball team with none other than her future college teammate, Raven Johnson.
When she first got here, I don't think she really liked basketball how she used to like. Just going off, she didn't know a lick of English.
And while they went their separate ways to start college, after a 1-year stint at Syracuse, Cardoso transferred to South Carolina, where she's helped elevate the Gamecocks on the defensive side of the ball from the second she stepped foot in Columbia. and this season growing into the focal point of Dawn Staley's offense.
I do think Camilla is Raven's safe house. Like, if anything's going on, just throw it up to Camilla. Camilla's going to get her and make her look good.
That bread and butter connection is paying dividends on the court, leading to a buzzer beater against Tennessee in the semifinal round of the SEC tournament to keep the Gamecocks' undefeated season alive. And in the Sweet 16, Camilla repaying the favor, assisting Johnson on the go-ahead bucket to keep South Carolina's championship hopes afloat in the NCAA tournament.
It's really helpful. I feel like I know where she's going to be. She knows where I'm going to be. Whenever I'm open, she's going to pass me the ball. Whenever I'm open, I'm going to look for her. So it's just amazing to have somebody out there that we have this good chemistry.
I mean, that's like going from the Tennessee game. I knew where she was, and I felt she was going to make it. That was vice versa today. She gave me the ball, and she, had confidence in me and to make it. That's just that connection we have. Bread and butter, that's what we call each other, bread and butter.